Hi guys, and welcome to another Divi video. This is Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Well, in this video we're going to discuss sections, rows and columns, and these are the elements that make up our page. I've got a brand new page here, and by default it's put in a section, a blue tab, and a little green button which is we can put in a row with. And once we put in a row, it'll prompt us to put in a module. So I'm going to go into my section here, the little cog. I'll give it a blue background so we can identify it. There's the section. And as you can see, the section stretches the full viewable width of whatever device it's being viewed on. Now let's add a row, the little green button here. And a row sits within a section. For this, I'll use a 2-column row. I'm not going to put a module in there just yet. And I'll go into our row. Row is always a green tab. And I'll give it a green background. Again, just so we can identify it. So we've got our section, the blue, and we've got our row, which is green. Now once we've got those in place, we can add a module. Just simply hit the dark button, and Divi comes with all of these modules as standard. I'm going to just put a simple blurb in there, and as you can see, it's showing the background of our row and a bit of content in here. I'm going to shut that up. Now I'm not going to work on the module. I'm going to go back into the row and just demonstrate the columns. So if we go into the row cog, the green one, you can see we've got 2 columns there because we set it for 2 columns. You can change the amount of columns right here. You've got all kinds to choose from, but I'll leave it at 2. And each of these columns can have a separate background color. So if we go into the first one, let's go down, and you may have noticed every time, this is common with all modules, rows and sections, in the first tab, content, if you slide down you'll find the background, and inside you can put a color, gradient, image or video. So I'm going to give our first color a red background, or first column I should say, and as you can see it's made that background red there because our module itself has got no background color, so we're looking through to the column. And you might notice there's a bit of gap, top and bottom padding on the row itself. Now if I go into my second column there, we'll go back to the content, to column number 2, and we'll give it a different color background. Let's make this purple. Now you might think, well, I can't see anything. The reason you can't see anything, there's nothing in there. So this column at the moment has no height. But rows also have a switch on them. If we go back to the main row settings, and we can go to the design, go to sizing, equalize column heights. So if you've got 2 different amounts of stuff and you want to keep that row the same height, just flip that to on. Now we've done that, we told this it's got to be the same height as the other, so we can actually see it now. It's actually got some height to it even though we've got nothing inside. Now the gutter is the little gap in between right there, and you can set that by just using custom gutter width. Just click that to on, and 0 is going to be no space at all, or you can bring it up to further if you want more space. So you can set these to however you want there. Now with the row itself, I'll just take this down out of the way. Sometimes with rows you're going to want them to fit the whole width of the viewable area of the screen there. At the moment it's kind of boxed, and the reason it's like that is in our settings, in our customizer, in a previous video, we've got the actual width set in there. Now you can change that, or you can go into the individual row like we are here and make it full width. And again, we're still in design, we're still in sizing. If we go down to width, slide that slider all the way up to 100. Copy the 100 Control C, or you can type it in if you prefer, and max width just below it, just paste it in there or type in 100%. And as you can see now, our row is full width. Let's just save this. Actually, I'll put it back to how it was. Just delete that if you want to go back to how it was. And we'll save that. So that's sections, rows, and columns. I hope you found that useful and enjoyed it. If you have, please ring the bell, give it a thumbs up, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Once again, this has been Jamie from System22 and WebDesignerTechTips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.